Once you receive your package, open it and identify your units. If your race number was 3100 and your team had one race vehicle and two chase vehicles, you'll see your units being labeled as 3100 race, 3100 chase 1, and 3100 chase 2. The pattern would continue if you had chase 3, 4, 5, etc. Next, power up your unit. The chase vehicles are powered by a cigar plug adapter, while your race unit will have to be wired into 12 volts. Now, we do have race units that are 100% battery powered and can run up to 72 hours. This unit is called our RacingTraX unit and is a great option if you don't want to have to worry about wiring anything in. When your chase units are powered on, place it on the roof of your chase vehicle. On your race vehicle, place it on the provided bracket and put a zip tie on it. Make sure on race morning everything is powered on. I have literally had teams complain that their race units didn't work, only to find out that they never plugged it in. The battery-powered RacingTraX unit is turned on by plugging in the switch cable. Once you turn on your units, they will start to emit their own Wi-Fi signal. The RacingTraX units that get power from your race or chase vehicle will always be emitting its Wi-Fi signal. However, our battery-powered RacingTraX unit will only emit a Wi-Fi signal for 5 minutes before automatically turning off to save power. It's still tracking. The only difference is that you'll have to unplug the switch cable and then plug it back in to get the Wi-Fi signal to turn back on. Now, using a laptop, iPad, tablet, or smartphone, go ahead and search for that signal. Whatever mobile device you use, make sure it's plugged into power and that the screen sleep mode is turned off so the screen never goes dark. If you don't know how to do that on your device, YouTube it before getting down to Mexico. You'll notice that your unit's Wi-Fi name will be the same as what's written on the blue tape. Next, connect to the Wi-Fi signal. Go to Safari, Chrome, or Internet Explorer and type 10.10.10.10. This is the RacingTraX messaging interface. Please understand, just because you're connected to Wi-Fi does not mean that you have the internet. This page is the only page that will work through this Wi-Fi signal. The Wi-Fi is just a means of connecting a device to your tracking unit so that you have a screen to look at and to work through. Now that you're on this page, look at the menu on the left-hand side. You'll notice your mailbox as well as the options to send email or send text. We'll talk about that here in a minute. At this point during the race, you'll just wait for the 8 to 10 minute race updates to come in. When it comes in, it'll look something like this, showing race mile and speed. I highly suggest that as a chase vehicle, you send a reply to the first race update that you receive saying something like, "Hey, this is David in chase 1. That way, if your race vehicle has a problem and needs to contact you, all they have to do is pull out their cell phone, connect to their device, where they will then start to receive the messages from all the chase vehicles on their team. At which point, all they need to do is just simply press reply and write a message. When you receive a new message on your mobile device, notice that there is no audible ding. This is the reason I suggested turning off sleep mode and leaving the screen on. You'll just have to glance over at your device every 8 to 10 minutes to see when the race mile and speed updates come in. If you're in chase 1 and you want to send a message to chase 2, click send email and type 3100 chase 2, then write the message below. If you wanted to message the race vehicle, simply reply to one of their automatic updates, or you can send an email to 3100 race and then write your message. Now, if you want to send a message to a cell phone, click send text, put in a 10-digit phone number, and write your message. Satellite stuff can be a little tricky sometimes. Here are a few tips and things to remember if you're having issues. 1. Only connect one device to a unit at a time. 2. Make sure that private browsing is turned off. 3. Make sure that your laptop, tablet, or smartphone is running its most current software and is all up to date. 4. Make sure that your tracker is powered on. 5. If the messaging interface is having issues loading, completely close out of your web browser and then open it back up. This will solve the problem 99% of the time. If you're having issues during the race, for example, you haven't received an update from your race vehicle in over a half an hour, use the Tech Help button to start a conversation with one of us who will be monitoring the race. Sometimes we can just unjam the bottleneck messages on the back end if that's the case. Now, please note, on occasion, it does happen that there just aren't very many satellites within view of the tracker, and it'll take sometimes up to 20 minutes for an update. This happens every once in a while, but not that often. The last part of this video is for teams who are planning on having someone back in the States acting as home base. Every tracker, when messaging a cell phone, will have the same 720-548-2115 phone number. You'll see that in the message itself, it'll show that it's coming from 3100 Chase 1. When you reply, you'll be messaging back to 3100 Chase 1 because they were the last ones to write you. However, if 3100 Chase 1 was the last to write you, but you actually wanted to send a message to 3100 Race, you'll need to start your message with an @3100 Race, a space, and then write your message. There will be an instruction sheet included with all of this information. However, I highly suggest that you make everyone on your team watch this video if they plan on using a RacingTraX unit.
Okay, just a quick recap on showing you how easy this really is. Grab a unit, in this case it's 3100 Chase 1. You're gonna go plug it in. You see that there's light over here. This light's gonna turn on here in a second. Okay, good. Once it does, you're gonna go ahead and stick it on the roof of your vehicle. It's not going anywhere. Then, go to a laptop, a tablet, a smartphone, an iPad, look for the Wi-Fi signal. There it is. Okay, good, now you're connected. So, go to Safari. Okay, I was surfing Race Desert. Now I'm gonna go to my 10.10.10.10. It pre-fills, because I've already done it on this device. And there's my messaging interface. So I want to go ahead and send a text. I'm going to send it to myself, 801-836-5198. I'm going to write test, hit send. So now that'll send. Now I'm going to go ahead and send an email. Let's say I wanted to send it to Chase 2. So 3100, which is your race number, whatever your race number is. If you're number 7, you'll put 7 Chase 2. And that's it. Chase 2. Hey guys, let's stop for tacos. You could write that whole thing out. And hit send. And that's nice and easy. So it's just that simple. When you look for a message to come in, this is where you're gonna wait. Okay, right here, it just barely, I'm gonna screenshot my screen because my message that I sent to my cell phone just barely came in. So you can see that it's pretty quick to message. And that's it.